Welcome back, friends. It's the Halfass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Halfass Crafter. It is our Art by Marlene Advent 2024. We are using the one from last year. It is day 5. Have y'all been following along with Marcee? Oh, I hope so. I hope so. She's been making amazing things, but I need you to know that we have not been talking about it. We've just been making the videos. And then we watch each other's videos, and that's the first that we've seen what each other's going to do. And so I've been hysterically laughing because she's doing very similar things to what I'm doing. And if you saw her day 4, you are going to be like, they are definitely planning this. We are not. We are not. I just watched her day 4, and I am like, oh no, maybe I should do something different. And I was like, nope, I'm going to do what I've already planned to do. So it's day 5. These are the most adorable envelopes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Marcee cuts her flaps off and puts them on the back of her tag, which is brilliant. But I'm not going to do that. I will do something else with them. Okay, so today is a stencil, obviously, and it's a little teacup. So I think what's in here there are phrase stickers, papers, and stencils. And I think most of mine are going to be stencils, I bet. But because I'm only doing the odd ones. So this is like a little teacup with some flowers in it. So I want to try something a little bit different from what I normally do. So we're going to use some Distress Oxide, or are we going to use Distress Ink? Hang on, give me a second. I think I'm going to use some ink and some oxide. Let's see. I am thoroughly enjoying this little series. I really am. I think it's a lot of fun. Okay, maybe I'll use Distress Ink and not oxide. Let's try this. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. My thought with this whole process is I'm going to try different techniques of using a stencil because I've seen them used, but I don't normally, I do a lot of glue booking lately, so I don't normally do this, but I just want to use all of these different methods that I've seen. So that's what we're doing, okay? We're experimenting. It is a month-long experimenting, what's the word I'm looking for? Experimentation, I guess. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I know. You know what? Let's put this on a piece of paper. I know. Y'all are like, Laura, you're so brilliant. I know. Sometimes super brilliant. Okay, so we're going to put this on a piece of paper like this. Ooh, I don't want to get my hands all purpley. It's fine. Okay, and then this is what I'm going to do. So I've got this, like so. Let's move that out of the way. And I do have a little bit of ink on here, so I'm just going to see if I can wipe most of it up. Got most of it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this with some water, but I'm going to spray it over here, and then you'll see what we do. All right, I sprayed it with water, and then I'm just going to... Come on, there we go. I'm going to lay it down like so, press, pick it up, lay it down like so, press, pick it up. Ooh. Well, this didn't do what I thought it would do. Okay, it's fine. We can still do things with it. Okay, so that didn't do what I wanted it to do. That didn't turn out like I wanted it to at all. All right, so that's fine. Stay with me. So I've got this Distress Spray Stain in the exact same color. So let me close this up. And I'm going to spray it. Ooh. There we go. And then I'm going to do that. Stay with me. Stay with me. There we go. I'm just spraying with a little bit of water because I'm trying to get the tag covered in ink, like so. Okay, it's all right. We're gonna move this out of the way. Set it over there. I'm gonna set that down there. And then there's nothing on here, so the paper should absorb a lot of this color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blot up the color, or the moisture. Okay, so now I've blotted up the moisture, and it is curling, so I'm gonna just give that side a little spray and you'll see it starts to relax. So, okay, now I'm moving on to the Distress Oxide. I just have to figure out what color I want. So the cool thing about Distress Oxide is it will show up on dark. And it's funny because when I was thinking about doing this project, I thought to myself, oh man, I wish I had a dark tag. But it turns out that I made a dark tag, and that's great news for us. Okay, what color do I want? We're gonna do this blue, Uncharted Mariner, and I think this might be my favorite Distress Oxide color. And I'm going to just do this. Yep, that's what we're doing. And y'all are like, but Laura, you did that last time. Sort of, yeah. But look, I tried a different technique and it didn't work so good. So, you know, at least I tried something different, right? Right. All right. Also, how fun is this that we get to do extra fun different things? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this way because I don't really want the teacup portion, but I do want the flowery portion. And then I'm going to make some over here. Yeah. So, you know, I will be honest, when I first saw this stencil, I thought to myself, I'm not like a girly girl, you know what I mean? Like, that isn't my jam. I don't do like tea parties and dresses. I didn't do any of that stuff growing up. I was like, I need a tree to climb and a fish to catch. I'm good. Thanks. So when I saw this, I was like, it's pretty feminine. That's not really my style, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, I'm going to get a wipe out so I can, a little baby wipe. But let me tell you, when I started looking at this stencil, I thought to myself, you know, you don't have to use the teacup portion. Like, you could just use the flower portion and make it a background. But I did want to use the whole thing at least once. So the other thing I'm going to do is I got some blue over here already. So I'm going to see if I can color these with my, there's enough left on this makeup brush to color these with the Uncharted Mariner. Okay, there we go. So, aha, look at that. Beautiful. All right, so let's put all of this back up. I try to clean as I go. I know. And then the next thing that I came up with was I went through my Art by Marlene die cut books, and I found these pieces that I liked. So let me show you what I found. And then we're going to, there's these faces, and then I found these little antennae, and I was like, oh, okay, hang on a minute. So there's a face, and then there's this hair. So she's got kind of like paper doll. These did not come out of the advent calendar. These are from Art by Marlene has these die cut books. They like punch out. They're like little elements that you punch out of the book. I put the book away accidentally, so I don't want to pause you to go over there and get it really quick, but let me show you what I've got. So I have all of these elements, and I thought what might be fun. First off, I think I might color this in with my gel pens because A, I would love to use my gel pens because I don't really use them all that often. But I'm not sure where to put this. I guess if I put it here, I'll cover up. Oh, that might be cool, huh? And then I had this hair and this face, and I think I'm going to glue that on here, but there's more. So let me show you what my plan is. So let's glue this hair onto her head. You can't see, so let me smush these up so that you can see. I know, it's fascinating. Ooh, fascinating. All right, goes about there. There we go. Okay, so now she has some hair, right? And then we're going to give her these two little antennae, maybe. So we're going to do this. All right. We're going to do one. And then we're going to do this one. Okay. So now she has these little antennae, but then look. I found this tissue paper, which I didn't even know I had. And so I thought, oh, well, hang on. What if we give her a butterfly body, or some butterfly wings rather. So I'm just gonna kind of fussy cut this out. Let go. Kind of crudely cut this out. And then we're gonna go from there. It's a little difficult, not super easy because it's so flimsy, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is the beauty of all of this. It's art. So we certainly don't need it to be perfect because then that would be a little weird. So here's what I want to do. I want to glue her head onto this butterfly body. But first I need to figure out where I want the butterfly body to go. So I don't want to use these heads. I don't think I'm going to use this, although, haha, my background looks very similar to that, doesn't it? What if we did something like, no, that would be weird. We're not going to use that. Okay, so she's going to be kind of like there. And then do we want to put this on here? Or, but wait, there's more. We have this, and we could put that down there. And then I have this bird, which I actually really kind of like. I thought, oh, that little bird silhouette could just hang out. You know what I mean? And then maybe she could have something like this behind her. What are we thinking? I really like her. Oh, I just really like her. Okay. All right, maybe not, that's a lot of white. So what if we did this instead? I like the black and white. I don't think I want to color these elements. But what if I did something like this? And then there's this, which is actually very similar to the background color. How did I do that? How did I even do that? I have no idea. I literally have no idea. So what if we did something like this? Oh, I like that. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Ah, okay. Y'all remember what that looked like, and then let's try and make it happen. Here we go. I don't know if we're going to recreate what we just saw or not, but we're going to try. So here's this one here. Okay. And then this one goes on top of that one. Like so. Maybe like this-ish. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then this, oh, I think I want this under here. Yeah, that's going to go under there a little bit. So we're going to do that. I'm so far outside of my comfort zone. I feel like I haven't done this. Ooh, maybe I want to do it like this. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that. And then I could put this over here. Let's put it over there. That way we don't cover up the blue as much, maybe. We're going to see. It's fine. We're just rolling with it. Roll with it. And then that is going to go up there. All right, this is going to go well, oh, I see. I was doing something. Okay, hang on. It's all right. What if we did that? Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my glue stick for this because I can't use, well, I could paint this. No, it'll pull this up. If I use matte gel medium, it'll pull all of that up, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use my big glue stick and just try and put a lot of glue on this tissue paper. I knew I was going to rip that. All right, it's fine. It's okay. We are going to be just fine here. All we have to do is put one piece down and then layer that piece. And there we go. Okay. And then we're going to take a little scraper tool. Oh no. Okay. Wow. Well, welcome to the Halfass Crafter, where I am very good at the half-ass crafts. Okay. I didn't even bear down on that scraper tool. All right, we're just going to leave it alone. And now we're going to glue her head on. And this is why I call it the Halfass Crafter. Because you can believe there will be shenanigans and lots of mistakes. It's fine. My channel is what not to do. This is not a what to do. Don't worry. Nobody's going to be like, will you be on our design team? No, they're going to be like, oh my God, please quit using our products. Please stop. You're giving people the wrong impression. Okay, and then I have this. What if I layered this with the bird? No, I don't like that. All right, we're going to put the bird. I definitely want the bird. I don't know why I want the bird, but I do. Because I like birds. That's why. All right. Doop-de-doo. And then the bird is going to go here. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. All right, hang on. Hold your horses. Hold them. Do you have your horses? Good. Hold on to them. Here's what we're going to do. I have this gold pen. I'm going to be inspired by Marcee for a minute. First, I'm going to put my glue stuff back together because if I don't, I will literally walk away from it and then come back up here tonight and be like, what the hey? Yeah. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline very lightly, by the way. my butterfly wings with gold. And I'm barely touching this. So this is a, I don't know, it's a Pentel Sparkle pen. I don't know. But I just want to outline and make her body pop a little. So I'm going to outline her in gold, all of her. So the thing with these pens is they are kind of like a gel pen. So sometimes they get weird when you are going over glued things. Luckily, I didn't use any matte gel medium, but sometimes you have to go and restart them on a piece of paper. So I think we're just going to go on the outside of her. And it may get weird because I'm on this Distress ink. BT dubs. BT dubs. So sometimes the Distress ink makes things weird. It's just the way the world works. There we go. Okay. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that. Love it. Oh, she's cool. All right. And then I'm going to, I have lots of sparkle pens. I have these Crazy Pop pens, and I think these are like a blue. Are these both blue? Yeah, okay, these are both blue. So I'm going to use one of these, and I think I'm going to outline these up here. So if you want your mixed media pieces to really pop, you have to have detail. And I know we all are like, detail? Okay, not all of us, but there are some people who really would much rather do a very quick thing and be like, okay, I did the thing, I'm done. And I'm one of those people, to be honest. But what I've noticed, and I don't like to admit it, but details really matter. So you really need to slow down and do the details. So I'm going to outline this little stencil with my blue sparkle pen, and it's going to dry, and the sparkle will be very subtle, which is nice, but it's still there. So it's not going to dry as dark as it's going down. And you can see over here where it's starting to dry that it's not as noticeable. It's very subtle. So we're going to do that like so. All right. Oh, I just feel like I have to finish it. You know what I mean? This is why I don't like details, because when I'm in it, I'm in it, and then I'm in it, and, you know, then you're in it, right? Right. So sort of frustrating, because then you have to finish it. But it's all okay. We'll get it finished. There's a little piece there. I don't know that I really want to do all of these, but I guess I'm going to do them. It's okay. We're almost done. Bam, 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 bam. All right. That's cool. Okay, and now what are we going to do with the bird? Oh, the bird. The bird, the bird, the bird. Bird is the word. So I have this Sparkle Pop pen. And here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to give the bird a gold eye. Like that. And maybe even like a gold beak. Like that. And then I'm going to outline the bird this pink. Stay with me. We are outlining the bird in the pink, like so. And then we're going to color the feet with this pink, all of them, just like that. Give the bird some detail. These pens sometimes don't want to do what you want them to do. Okay, that's fine. What about this pen? This pen is actually green, not red. Why does it show red? It's green. Okay, well, I don't want to use a green pen down there. All right, and then we need a little word. So going to break out my handy dandy word. All right. Ooh, I kind of like, this is just as good a place to start as another. Let's see. What about that? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Marcee's also doing like fancy things on the side. And I was like, you know, I've got sari silk and ribbon and all sorts of things, but I haven't pulled them out. And maybe I should. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. Questions. All right, what if we put, oh, I wish that this was this way. No, I don't think that's gonna work. All right, I think we're gonna be done with this one. Are we? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, this one's done. That was almost 30 minutes. Holy smokes. Sorry that this took so long. All right, this one is done. That's really cool. This is day 5. I should write that on the back. So I am. I'm going to write day 5. All right. And we did this in 2025. 2, 0, 2, 5. Don't use a brush pen. Bad idea. All right. Cool. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I do need like a little sticker or something down there, huh? Maybe I should put the date. Let's do the date. Okay. It is. All right. Here we go. All right. This is the date. Ooh, what if I put the date right here on this tab? There we go. Ooh, look at how fancy I can be. All right, thanks y'all. I hope that you enjoyed this. This was a ton of fun, and we're gonna add it to our other one, and then there'll be more. I hope that you're enjoying this little series. It's a lot of fun. Go check out Marcee's channel over at The Cranky Crafter, see what she's done, because hers are way better than mine. All right, I hope that you enjoy it. Thanks, everybody. Bye.